is Cheryl Scanlon with Way of Life Coaching. Welcome to this opportunity to learn how to juggle balls. Well, not really, and I don't know how to juggle, and I wouldn't plan on juggling here for you. You would laugh at me. But in work, you are going to feel like you have to juggle many different things. And how we did things in college or in high school is not going to work. We are part of a social media, instant messaging, Facebooking kind of environment where we are getting beeped and blipped all the time. You may have even noticed that people are constantly pulling out their little phone and they're looking here. You may have noticed that in the driver's seat, people are looking down as they're trying to drive. I mean, this is the posture of America now. But when you're at work, that posture is not going to serve you very well. And you're going to have to learn how to retrain your mind to be able to focus and concentrate on something for longer than literally now 5 or 10 seconds. Employers are looking for people who are able to manage multiple things at the same time, but that does not mean that they're managing multiple things simultaneously. That actually doesn't work. So today, and this really is one of my favorite modules, we're actually going to learn how to make more time for ourselves. And it's going to require that we look at some of the ways that we interact with time and with information and change our behaviors so that we can actually train our minds to be able to concentrate more. And it is a skill that you can learn, but of all the things that we've talked about, this may be one of the most difficult. Don't give up on yourself. It will be worth it in the long run. So I'm going to go through a list today of how you can find time to get some things done. The first one we're going to look at is you will actually get more done during the day if you allow yourself 3 to 5 minutes of planning time in the morning. So literally, if you take time, you will make time later on. So take a few minutes in the morning to plan your day. The second is, during that time, assess what are your top 3 priorities that you need to accomplish that day. We call that the most important things. So what would be your most important things that you would want to accomplish during the course of your day? Write those down. And the reality is, I actually started with a 3x5 note card, and over time, I didn't even need the note card anymore. But there's something about thinking and writing it down that helps it to stick so that we remember it over the course of the day. Then when the urgent things start to happen, or the easy we just defer to when we start doing those things threaten to pull us off track, we have those MITs right in front of us so that by the end of the day we can truly say we've gotten what's important done. You'll also get more done if you block time for yourself in increments of 1, 2, and sometimes 3 hours. There's going to be some projects that you're working on. For example, this video series that we've put together for you. There's no way that I could do that in 5-minute chunks. And actually, the scripts for each one of these videos was done in large chunks of time so that I could concentrate and those creative energies could start to flow, and boom, everything came out on paper. But 5 minutes here or there, I could not deliver the product that I'm delivering to you now. Another one is, you will get more done if you choose to just get started. Think about all the ways that we delay. We just delay, I'll go do this. Oh, I'll go grab a bite to eat. Oh, I need to call a friend. Oh, let me complete that little text there. That person's waiting to hear from me. You know, those little micro decisions that we make are taking micro minutes away from us. So here's one thing that might help you to get started on those projects, is maybe start the project early. Just get it set up. Some of the early parts of it be ready for. My son loves to do that insanity video. Well, our garage is a mess because we use it for storage. But if he has the area where he does his insanity workouts set up ahead of time, well, guess what? When he's ready to work out, boom, he can just work out. And he doesn't have that inertia of trying to get everything moved around so he can actually stand in front of that video and sweat for 20 minutes. One more here, and I might be stepping on your toes with this one, but multitasking. It's actually something that can hurt you significantly in 2 ways. First, the time it takes for you to adjust from doing one thing to the next thing is significant. So every time you're doing that switch from one thing to the next, you're losing more time. You're stealing from yourself and you're stealing from your employer. And the second is the possible rework that is required as a result of mistakes made costs you as well, and it costs your employer. So plan on creating real blocks of time, focus time, even if it's for 5 minutes, true focus time where you're not doing one of these, checking to see who's texted you so you can do the work that you need to do. So what about you as we've looked at these ways to buy back time? If your employer suddenly asked you to do 2 things at the same time and you had 2 hours left in the day, how might you handle that? Put a game plan together and try different approaches. Maybe if you really do have a short attention span, maybe just start with working on a project for 15 minutes. Set a timer for 15 minutes and then slowly work your way up to 30, 45 an hour, and pretty soon you'll find yourself being able to work with 1 hour or 2 hour chunks and really make some headway on those projects you're working on. That's a super way to manage multiple priorities. I hope that you can find some time in your schedule to juggle those balls so that they don't wind up dropping on you. If this is an area that you would like to work, we have free e-coaching available to you. There's prompts on the website that will help you to go through that process. We hope that you'll take advantage of that. Take care.